everyone, this is Professor Benjamin, and the purpose of this video is to give you a walkthrough of the fourth and final part of your project before the final submittal. So this will be the last step before you compile everything for the final project submittal. And you can see the final project submittal is right here, and you will find the requirements for the project final right here. Okay, so I'm going to open this up real quick and show you what the expectations are. So this part of the project is creating the data visualizations for your tables that you created in part 2 and part 3. Okay, so you will create a data visualization for the data set that you have chosen for your project. Your data visualization needs to include the 3 tables that you created in part 3, right? So a lot of you only created 2 tables, and I told you need to have created 3 tables. Your first table, your second table, and then your third table brings both table 1 and 2 together. And many of you, I gave you comments back last week on your course project part 3. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about in terms of 3 tables that are cohesive, they can't be table 3 different tables, they have to be cohesive tables. Many of you, I set up Zoom sessions to discuss this with you, or I gave you feedback and I actually created the last table for you to show you how to bring the 3 of them together. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, make sure you go back and look at discussions we may have had in part 3. So the third part will be 3 tables. Then from those 3 tables, you're going to make 3 pie charts, 1 for each table. You're going to make 3 bar graphs, 1 for each table. The data we use to create the graphs, pie charts, and tables will be from the data that you use to create your 3 tables in course project part 3. So you should have 12 slides total. Your title slide, table 1, bar graph, pie chart 1, pie chart 2, pie chart bar graph 1 that deals with the first table. You'll do that for the second table and for the third table, okay? And then the last thing that you're asked to do is create a map of your data. So many of you use the incident data in Philadelphia that had a longitude and latitude with it. So you're going to need to create a map of your data. How will you do that? Well, if you already have the longitude and latitude, then you could just bring that into your Google Maps. If you don't have longitude and latitude data and you have the address, and zip code, you're going to have to geocode that. Now, some of you have data sets that don't have any of that information. That's going to be really difficult for you. So we're going to need to discuss something. So if you don't have longitude, latitude, or you don't have an address that you can then geocode to get the longitude and latitude, we're going to need to chat. And I think I probably gave some of you that warning earlier in the semester where I said this is good data, but it doesn't have with it longitudes and latitudes. And so that's why I kind of wanted you to stick with specific data sets. I think there might be 1 or 2 of you out there that it could be a big issue. So you want to contact with me before the due date to discuss alternatives that we can use to be able to create a map. So you'll have to have a map of your data there, and then of course a source slide. This would be the same source of your data in full MLA formatting, okay? So where you got your data from, if it's OpenPhilly, then instead of just creating the web link, you have to create a source for it in MLA formatting. Now you could do that through Word. So you go in Word and then you click at the top, there's references, and you can click references and put the web link in there, and it actually helps create the MLA formatted citation for you that you then can copy and paste into the document. So here, if you are lost on that, if you're in Word, you can click on at the top, it says, oops, let me just make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. Right here, hold on 1 second. Right here, it says references. So you can click on that. And then you can say MLA formatting, insert citation. You click on it, add a new source, and then you would put the OpenPhilly data link in there so that you know what that is. So the medium, you have all the different things. Now, there could be issues with the author. The author, if you're using the Philadelphia data, is the Philadelphia Police Department. Okay? The title would be Philadelphia police incident data for this specific year, the city Philadelphia. The publisher is the Philadelphia Police Department, okay? And then the medium is here. So you would make sure you put all that in. So you're going to pick up here, you're going to say, I would like, it's not a journal article, so we will go down here. It's an electronic source, so we click on that, and then you fill in the information that you would like here. Okay, and then the year, the date, and the month is the year. The year is the date, is that of the data. Okay, and you can, of course, if you were using 2017 or whatever, you would put that there. Once you fill in all this data, it will create an MLA formatting for you, and then you can copy that and put that onto the slide. So this is a fantastic source. We never had this. This is really fantastic. So the reference in Word is fantastic. So again, part 4 of your project requires you to create data visualizations for the 3 tables that you created in course project part 3. If you have questions, make sure you reach out well before the due date. We can set up a Zoom session and we can chat on how to kind of manipulate the data or figure out your tables. Okay? Again, have a great day, and if you have questions, feel free to reach out.